Hi, everybody. Welcome to today's edition of the Gamut Network. Not only is her name fabulous, but just look at her. She's fabulous. I am so excited to welcome Sunshine to the show. I have now known Sunshine for a couple of years and am honored to call her a friend. And I just love to watch how she just blooms more and more every time I get to see her or speak to her. So, with that, Sunshine, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure. It's such a pleasure. Thank you.
It's so wonderful to see you, and I'm loving the new hair. I haven't seen this yet. It's just beyond fabulous.
Got to
I
do the
love it
mohawk.
so much. I actually had to put on a hat for this interview because I needed to match her fabulousness. So, can you take us back and tell us a bit about your journey, your history, your story? I want to expose the world to Sunshine.
Sure. So, I actually got injured in November the 6th, 2004. I am a survivor of domestic violence. Unfortunately, my husband shot at me 4 times. One of the bullet went inside my right jaw, came out the back of my neck, and the other one went into my T4, T5 spinal cord. And I've been able to just be able to enjoy life after that in peace. Even though when this happened, my son was 2.5 years old, I was 23, so that means that I became a widow because my husband took himself. And I have a 2.5-year-old that I have to actually raise. And thank goodness that my mom and my stepfather, jumped in and was able to help us so we can have a peace of mind at the same time.
So, let's just underscore this though. Not only were you a widow,
Mhm.
you had the emotional impact of domestic violence,
Yes.
and you now had a disability
Hmm.
based on this, and you had to take care of your 2.5-year-old son, thank God,
Yes.
with support. But I mean, I can't even imagine all of this at the same time. First of all, how long were you in the hospital? What was your recovery like?
Yes, so I had to go to shock trauma because based on being survivor of bullet, um, I'm so sorry. It's just that entering shock trauma is already chaotic. Okay, you don't know what's really going on there. You don't even know how much damage it has been happened to your body. So I had no clue what was going on. However, by being in shock trauma, I had to stay there for about 13, 14 days before I went to regular rehab. So it's different things I had to learn, as in how to sit up again. They had to pretty much bandage me all the way down so my blood pressure wouldn't go up or down, which means it's called autonomic dysinflection. For shortness is AD. And without having the proper bandage or binder around my waist, it can actually make me like pour and sweat. And also, death can actually happen if it's not regulated properly. So before even leaving shock trauma, I had to be able to sit up for a certain amount of time and be able to sit up in my chair for a certain amount of time also before going to rehab. And then at the same time, you're waiting for a bed. You're waiting for somebody else technically to recover, be out so you can get that bed. That's how it actually works. And, being there for about 13, 14 days, it just was an eye opener, as in how to manage through having a spinal cord injury, learning your whole body again. It's
Mm.
pretty much taking yourself through infancy all the way up. So I technically call my spinal cord injury, now I have a 15-year-old, pretty much. Or if you want to say more of a toddler kind of thing, 15 weeks old, because of the fact that I always got to check my body, make sure that things are not too tight, make sure things are not too baggy, make sure that I don't have any hangnails, anything like that that can actually cause any type of problem. And also, too, I still have to make sure I wear my binder so I can keep my blood pressure more regulated.
So within moments, your world was turned upside down.
Yes.
Thank God you survived. Let's just even make that mention. But now you had to navigate an entirely new world
Exactly.
from a wheelchair. And
Mhm.
as you mentioned, it's not that's just one element of it. There's so many things that you have to think about on a daily basis, as well as being a mom,
Hmm.
as well as providing for your family.
Yes.
So these are, when I even say it out loud, it is amazing to me, and I'm just so honored to know you in my life, because the amount that the strength and the wherewithal that had to have taken to get to where you are today is amazing. But I would love to maybe dig in a little deeper for those that are out there that aren't as evolved as you are, and where you are, and who you are, and your confidence level and whatnot. Could you share maybe some pearls of wisdom with them to maybe help them get through times of this immense difficult the difficult issues that they are presented with at a moment's notice, with no preparation whatsoever? Maybe you could
Yes.
share that with them.
Sure. One, when you're in a relationship, you have to know the signs of domestic violence. It can be verbal abuse, physical abuse. It can also be financial abuse, spiritual abuse. Someone can actually try their best to isolate you from your family, which is ridiculous, or just tie up your time. That was actually happening to me. But you're in love and you're in la la land, and you don't really understand what's really going on, because at the time I was younger. I met my husband when I was about 17 years old, and we had dated for a while, got married, had a son, and you think you're pacing, and you're gonna have some ups and downs, but you have to know the signs. You have to know the signs. Don't let anyone degrade you. And it only happened one time that he actually called me out my name, and I already told him back in '96 when we started dating that I'm not going to have this. I dealt with this with another person in the family and all, but you see the signs then when you're young, but it's just, you just have to understand what's right and what's wrong. What is real loving and caring relationship and what is not. You have to. Nobody shouldn't put their hands on you, call you out your name, anything like that. And as you learn and you pace yourself, and when I say pace yourself, make sure you really get to know the person as much as possible. And I'll tell you this, I didn't know the other side of him until after we had gotten married.
Mm.
And then things had changed. So people always, when you first meet somebody, they have a mask on their face. You're not going to really see the whole true of them until you get to know them a little bit longer. And just keep note, just keep mental note. Okay, he gets angry too fast. All right, that's anger management, little problems. And if that happened one time or two times, make a note of that. And if you feel definitely uncomfortable, get out. You're not married. Get out. Your safety is first, your family safety is first, because it can be a domino effect in certain situations. And I have met some other beautiful people that also survivors of domestic violence, and hearing their story is just woo. I'm in a wheelchair, and some of them, they had other matters that happened to them, from burnt victims, you name it, things happen. But the thing is, being a survivor of it, understand the signs, and call for help, ask for help. You know, um, due to the pandemic and everything now, you can't really stretch out to help the way that we normally could, but it's there. Don't think that people are not there. Crap, call me up if you need some direction, because of the fact that when that happened to me, I didn't have anybody to really talk to. Of course, I talked to my mom about it, but I didn't know how to manage through it because it happened so fast.
Mm.
So fast. It was verbal, then it was physical, and then I left. So I'm thinking I did everything good, and then things happen, and I do have a book coming out about it. So that'll be
Amazing. I'm so
happening
proud of
soon.
you.
I don't want to tell you too much about it,
No,
but
no.
being a survivor, staying strong as much as possible, but don't keep it to yourself. Talk to somebody about it. I don't care, yell for help, call 911. Don't be afraid, because your life matters. Your life freaking matters. That person, like they say, there's 1,000 fishes in the sea. It'll be another one who can bless you, and you bless that person. But that person right there is not right for you. And I don't care how much in love or how many children you think you have with them or you have with them. Don't stay in there for no. Don't stay in there for no, not even one more minute
I
of it. Don't.
It's really very powerful words and very truthful. Do you feel that being a survivor of domestic violence helped you survive having a not survive having a disability, but survive the new normal of sunshine? That
Yes.
it gave you the strength, it gave you the resources that you needed to carve out your new life and navigating it, really, both physically and emotionally navigating it.
hmm One, you have to have a strong foundation from the beginning. If
Mm.
you don't have a strong foundation, get one. As in, learn more about yourself. Just take the time to understand just how to navigate. Listen to your therapist that's there, rehab, rehabilitation centers. You know, they have different books that's out there. For instance, the Christopher Reeve book is really good. I'm also one of the mentors too that's there. We talk to other spinal cord survivors and just give them guidance on different expos and that comes out to actually help make our life a little bit better. Different gizmo gadgets that's out here. You name it, it's something really good out there for you so you can get back into school, get back into job hunting, getting a good job, knowing your niche. If you used to do whatever you used to do, poetry, sing, whatever it is, keep on doing that. You have your physical body change, but not your heart. Your heart is still there. If it's in the arts, keep it going, keep singing, keep doing what you're doing. And that's why I too had created a nonprofit, which is Sunshine Project Help, that stands for Healing, Educating, Loving People, because we have to be seen. We have to be out there. We need to be on Lifetime magazine, not just the magazines in our organization, as in the people with disabilities. Okay, we can all know each other. That's good. But the world needs to know how to deal with us, meaning how to adapt to us, how to talk to us, not just talk down to us because we're sitting, but just know how to just, be polite to others, know how to just be aware that people are living their best life with and without disabilities, different type of disabilities, and everything is not always seen. We got to remember that too. And we just have to make sure we navigate through life with respect to everyone, no matter what their disability is. We have to have respect for each other. And we have to just keep on moving forward. Get into sports. I mean, I love fencing. Oh my God, I love it. I tried that out. I tried out wheelchair basketball, but I was getting to my nails and everything and
Well,
modeling, so I had to cut that out.
priorities, come on
Yes.
now.
But I still teach dance for able-bodied as well as people with disabilities. I have my own dance group. And we just keep it going, keep drawing, keep singing, keep acting, just keep doing what you love to do. Don't let your disability stop you for doing anything, because I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm
I
not.
mean, guess who is just did a commercial for the Gamut Network? I mean, that is exactly why I wanted to start this, because I needed to shine a light on stories like yours, on people like you that are people, that are
hmm
accomplished, beautiful, strong, amazing people that happen to have a disability.
That's it.
And really showing that to the world, and you just nailed it. So
Thank you.
thank you so much for that. And you have so many accomplishments that I want to make sure that we hit on. First and foremost, you have been doing some modeling
Yes.
for Runway Dreams and for Gamut Management, but not only in the sense that you were on a New York Fashion Week runway, but also that you were very instrumental in the creation of 7 adaptive jeans, because
Yes.
you were a fit model. And
hmm
that's something that is one of the driving factors of not only creating the Gamut Network, but also Gamut Management, because nobody can create products for people with disabilities better than people with disabilities.
Yeah.
So when the amazing team, Danny Farber from Seven, came to me and said, we want to start adapting our products. Can you help? I said, absolutely. But first and foremost, we need to involve the people in this.
hmm
And they selected you to be the fit model. And
Thank you.
now, by the way, the jeans just launched in Australia. So
Woohoo!
because of you, it's global.
Nice.
But it's a really important aspect in, yet again, what the voice that people with disabilities have and how they can contribute to our mainstream world,
Hmm.
and business opportunities like this.
Yes.
But
It's so crazy because when I developed Sunshine Models and Reels, my main focus was to get people with disabilities out on the runways, out into theater, doing plays, everything in the arts. And when I met you and you was actually talking about, how to adapt to our wear, make things more functional. And I just never thought about it because, I mean, it's not like I'm sitting around in the house robe, so.
clearly, I mean, dear God, you have the leopard going, for God's sake.
But I just never thought about how other people manage as in getting in and out of their garments. And once I just really like looked at all my models, all my participants, and I was like, well, God darn it, this makes sense. Because now I'm putting myself in their shoes. And I'm like, okay, and I'm talking to them, even with the guys, because I was talking to the gentleman I was doing a fit modeling in New York, and I can't get his name, I'm sorry. But
Yeah.
I was explaining to him, my conversations with the guys and just how they build, and everyone is not slim and everyone is not, we have all different sizes and all, and everyone pretty much say the same problems that they have with different outfits, especially suits and everything. And as a model, I try my best to also teach other designers. I'm like, first, please don't be afraid to pick me or anyone else with a disability. We wear your clothes very well. We
Yeah.
go shopping, we spend our money the same way everybody else spend their money. We like to look really nice and stylish and classy at the same time. So, of course, we're not going to have something with elephant arms, while we're going down the runway because they can get stuck in our wheelchairs and things of that nature. But it's a variety of things that we can wear and can still look really nice and show off the designer the same way. But we're just sitting. That's the only thing.
Exactly.
Don't limit to us just from the shirt on up, from the waist on up for our shirts. Let us work the work way. We have to do that. We have to make sure that we are seeing and make sure that you are understanding that we have a whole different world out there of people. You got about 10,000 people a year that suffer from spinal cord injuries every year. Slip and fall, something crazy happened, somebody got in a car accident. So you telling me you're not going to address us?
Right.
Really? You're not going to address us?
It's a business opportunity. It's white space. When do you get that at this point of the world, and especially right now when
Exactly.
retail needs new customers, needs to really speak to all customers, no matter their ability. This is the time. I think that we are going to come out of the pandemic, and there's going to be a new revelation of the importance of people with disabilities as it relates to true business opportunities. And
Exactly.
speaking of which, you also now are a makeup artist.
Yes.
Speaking of
Yep.
new
Yep.
business
Yep.
opportunities. So
Yes.
tell me,
So
when did that start?
But last year, I'm always finding classes. So I'm one of those people, if there's a class in the area, I'm taking it. I'm getting on it. I'm taking it because I know it's going to benefit me in the long run. So I saw where a makeup artist was coming in town, and I was able to take his class, get certified. And it's just an amazing journey right now because now I'm in a position to also be a model and a makeup artist. And if you guys don't show up, I'm there.
I love
So
it.
I can actually get some work also and meet more amazing people because then you have their one-on-one time with the other models and designers because sometimes they like to have a little bit of face too when they come out at the end. But it's just amazing just to be able to do two things at one time if necessary. Because half of the time we're sitting there for about 8 hours all day
Yes,
before the day on show start.
exactly. You could
So
be
I get to
pitching in.
bring it.
I
Yep.
love it. I love it. You're like a 2-for-1.
Yes. Yes.
It's amazing. Now, if people want to be able to get in touch with you, to either learn more or need help with the domestic violence, or are looking for a makeup artist or model, hopefully they'll come to Gamut Management. But how will they get in touch with you? What's the best way to get in touch with you?
The best way is Instagram. So
Okay.
it's Sunshine King 01. for Instagram. For Facebook, it's my business page, which is Sunshine Models on Wheels. And you'll see a purple wheel with some gold yellow images in it. But that's my page. And we're going to stick with that because that's the main ones I focus on for right now. Yeah.
Perfect. Now, before we go, I'd like to ask all of my guests one final question, and that's in regard to the power of a vision board and manifesting what you want to happen in your life. And boy, oh boy, you have really already manifested a lot. So I hope that there's still room for more things on your vision board. And if so, what or who would that be?
Whew. Okay, so it's a lot, but I'm gonna bring it down to a few.
Bring it down.
So
okay.
The first thing is to open up my center. For people with disabilities, because I'm a wellness practitioner for over 14 years now, and people have to understand how to manage their bodies, know what to eat, how to get healthier, and during this time period, it's the best time to get healthier. I'm growing a garden right now in my apartment. So I'm starting to understand how to grow my romaine lettuce and my tomato plant and my thyme and my what was over there? My basil. So, and I love to cook. So my main thing is just learning how to, cut out some of the fats. And my mozzarella sticks are still on the menu now, so don't get twisted. But just to get healthier and be able to have my center somewhere, I have been blessed to be able to take my programs to other centers. So that was always good. But to have my own, that's what I really would like to have. Okay. And also just to get some more medical supply, equipment to better my health. It's all kinds of like little bikes and things like that actually move my legs for me. Mm-hmm. And I would love to be able to get that. So I know we have to do like fundraisers and everything, but that's the main thing, and be able to share it with people in my organization, because not just going to be for me, it's also going to be for all of us. So as we build and be able to share, and I would love to model with, oh Lord, Jillian.
Oh, Mercado?
Yes,
oh.
yes.
I love it.
Because I saw her on Vogue, and I was like,
oh, yes. She's a pioneer.
Because I've been doing this since 2005, and I'm like, I'm so glad that people are just embracing us more. So, homegirl, if I can do it, that'll be wonderful. We got to do something together, and there's a whole bunch of us is out there with the same energy and just with the same mindset and just getting it. So
I love it.
I would like to be also.
I cannot wait to see you soar. You truly live up to your name, my friend.
Thank you.
You are a breath of sunshine every time I get to see you or talk to you, and I'm so grateful to have you on the show.
Yeah, same here. Thank you so much. And this can't be the last time we talk now.
Are you crazy? Come on. We have both our vision boards to live out. We've got a lot of time together.
And I need bigger space. I want a bigger kitchen. That's another thing.
Me too. Yes, I love it. It was so wonderful to see you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
If you would like to be on the Gamut Network, please email us at talent@gamutmanagement.com to tell us why you would be a great guest. Please also don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at the Gamut Network, as well as like us on our social platforms at Gamut Management.